Na-miss nyo na ako, no?
Today is a crucial moment in the history of the House of Representatives. History will look back upon this time as a critical juncture that the House as one body and the Committee on Ethics and Privileges in particular rose above and beyond the noise and clutter of local politics and patronage to remind our kababayang Pilipino what it entails to be and remain to be a public servant, the House of the people. It is with deep honor and heavy heart, as a chairperson of the Committee on Ethics and Privileges, to report to this esteemed chamber the result of the committee's investigation relative to the motu proprio action by the Committee on Ethics and Privileges on the matter of the acts of Representative Arnie Teves Jr. of the 3rd District of Negros Oriental, the violation of the Code of Conduct for disorderly behavior docketed as Committee Case Number MP 2023-11. The committee commended this measure as part of its legislative authority emanating from no less than the Constitution of our Republic to initiate and recommend sanctions against any House member for any violation of the rules of the House of Representatives. As the appointed guardian of the morals of the House of Representatives, this committee exercises authority prudently in recommending any action or remedial measures that will vindicate the dignity, integrity, and reputation of the House of Representatives. The committee understands that as a public officer and legislator, Representative Arnolfo A. Teves Jr. is held to higher ethical standards, especially when the acts contained of violates the very same laws our Congress has arduously passed. As stewards of the public trust, the members of the House of Representatives are imbued with a sacred responsibility to embody the high standards of ethical conduct. Public officials must be reminded of the mantra, public office is a public trust. It is essential for a public official to uphold this public trust to remain in public service. As chairperson of the committee, I have come to inform this venerable body of the committee's recommendation on the aforementioned case after conducting a thorough investigation with notice and hearing upon Representative Arnolfo Teves Jr. that started on the 1st of August 2023 and concluded in the 14th of August 2023. The committee took painstaking time and effort to inquire with several concerned national government agencies to provide information to the committee relative to the recent developments of the acts of Representative Arnolfo Teves Jr. Their testimonies, together with other evidence, including the due consideration of the answer of the respondent, were carefully weighed by the committee. All this were done to ensure that the committee will come up with an informed and enlightened decision. During the conduct of its investigation, the committee considered the following acts committed by Representative Arnolfo Teves Jr., which taken collectively lead to the recommendation of the committee. Number one, his ongoing persistent pursuit of his application for political asylum in the country of Timor-Leste. Number two, his continuous absence without leave in the House of Representatives in violation of our House rules. And number three, his indecent behavior portrayed in social media which reflects discredit in the House of Representatives and diminishes the stature of the position. The main basis for this recommendation is his continuous absence without leave in the House of Representatives by his persistent pursuit of political asylum in Timor-Leste. This constitutes abandonment of public office and violation of his oath of office as House member. This main act committed by Representative Arnie Teves Jr. reflect discredits on the House of Representatives and constitute violations of Section 141, Paragraph A and B, Rule 20 of Rules of the House of Representatives and disorderly behavior that warrants a recommendation for disciplinary action. In the landmark case of Osmeña versus Pindaton, the Supreme Court declared that the parliamentary immunity of a member of the House does not protect him from responsibility before the legislative body itself whenever his acts or conduct are considered by the latter disorderly or unbecoming of a member thereof. I affirm that the power to determine which acts constitute disorderly behavior rests entirely in the wisdom of its chamber of Congress. It is important to emphasize that the committee has always been consistent in its effort to ferret out the truth and exercise prudence and a high degree of restraint in recommending any sanctions against the colleague. Following the outcome of the investigation and taking into consideration the gravity of misconduct committed by our colleague, the committee was compelled to make this hard decision as there was more than sufficient basis to call for such legislative discipline in the basis of substantial evidence gathered during the investigation. After a thorough discussion in the matter, taking into consideration fairness and due regard by giving due notice to the respondent and on the basis of the substantial evidence acquired by the Committee on Ethics and Privileges, this committee, by a unanimous vote of its members, recommends to the House of Representatives the imposition of the penalty of expulsion from the House of Representatives upon Arnulfo Arnie Teves Jr. With this, it is now incumbent for this honorable body to decide whether or not to adopt our recommendation considering the steadfast commitment to uphold the rule of law and standard of morality in the House of Representatives. We stand at the crossroads of history. Let us make the informed, even if painful choice to stand by our people and remain honorable representatives the Filipino people deserve. Thank you, dear colleagues. Mabuhay ang bansang Pilipinas.